CT side start here for Furia on Mirage and Complexity. They've got Rush running down the underpass. He's going to be looking for the opening kill onto CASA, and it's the Brazilian that comes out on top of the first duel.
CASA might need some assistance on mid though. Junior here to help, but CASA's out of that. And now Junior might have to play it a bit safer. Here comes Art though, trying to take the fight, and he's instantly forced back.
And this could work out perfectly for them as Complexity are setting up for the execute. Furia have enough members here to dispel this attack for Complexity into the pistol. 30 seconds left. Config starts to run on in. Poison clearing out Art immediately. Config in with a headshot. Junior trying to step up now. The North American goes down to Poison, and it's all on Vinny. Other side of the map, not enough done for the three-man setup of Furia. And once again, it is Vinny who is tasked with trying to figure out how to pull this one back. Walking into the market. He's not looking to the left side here, Vinny. A player close by, and it's Dreamhack, the big friendly giant, not so friendly in this one. I'm going to be walking down into the ramp. USPs now for Furia. Grouping up, trying to be the strength in numbers, but speaking of strength, here comes Dreamhack. First kill and a second lined up as well. They know that all the pesky Furia players are around these corners, and Rush getting some money on the MAC-10. 2-0 for Complexity. Good start into this one, and Furia will finally have some cash to play with. Yeah, Config could set it up in Art as well and ramp. This could be blow for blow, but they're waiting for Config to come into play. And finally, blood is drawn. It's a play out from Complexity. They're wrapping on two fronts. Art and Yuri both go down. And a 3v3 with a bomb plant confirmed here for Complexity. They're going to play the post plant.
Gap in the smoke, and Vinny makes the most of it. Early kill onto Config makes this retake much easier, especially with Poison trapped on the site. He's fighting alone, and that leaves it all on Rush.
Rush into the 1v3, hiding in a sandwich. Multiple players starting to come this way, and it's going to be difficult for him to isolate these fights. Knowing exactly where he is with lack of cover, really, when he gets that first pick. And now they know exactly where he is, and the trade comes in from Vinny. That'll be the round picked up for Furia. A good start for the round for Junior on his off, but Vinny steps up with most of the kills there. 3 coming in for him.
Now in this one, a couple of nades used early, but all of Complexity stacked in those B apartments.
Yeah, and there's 3 players over at the B side of the map right now for Furia. They're in the perfect spot to deal with this. Vinny's found the first pick. Rush, he goes down, but Vinny gets a 3K. Rush, Poison, and Config out of the round. And Art now playing back from Van. A couple of players just in front of him, still up in the apartments is Dreamhack and JKS, and they will both fall. Furia, so clean, untested. They'll start walking into the apartments, and Art, he doesn't sit still for long. He's going to start walking into them, and Rush, he's going to be spotted looking for the pick, but Art's gone down. That does put a little bit more pressure now onto CASA. The Glock's running him down, but Vinny's itchy grenade is welcomed by CASA, who steps up with a 3K, and Dreamhack now with the AK. He's been able to pick up off the hands of Art. He's still got 3 players to collect here, and it's all about damage right now for Dreamhack. He's not really looking at the round win, but he's found the first, and now he might because they're separated. He's got a couple of chances here, but with 35 seconds left, Dreamhack is just going to run away, and Yuri will hear these footsteps. He knows he's gone into underpass, and Dreamhack knows the time is limited, but Yuri is still ready. Dreamhack's going to go down here, but he hasn't been able to pick up the kill. Nearly flicks back up, but Yuri comes in. He saves the day. Strong Complexity, just have pistols. They're going to be trying to up the pace, though. Right through the connector smoke, Rush goes, and while they're not ready for this, Yuri, oh, he's whiffing. Finally, Rush gets his kill, and now Junior really will be tested. Good shot. Wallbang over the cross, another one from Junior. He's looking to shut down the whole attack, but finally he is plucked out of the air, and Art's op now steps up. It's just JKS left alone. The Australian will not find much success. Furia with 5 rounds. Well, Art is certainly walking all the way through T-spawn. Do look at Vinny now to try and hold on to the A play that is coming quite quickly. Art has not been able to get in behind quick enough, and Yuri and Vinny, they both go down. Fantastic start here for Complexity. They find all the opening kills, and this flank that started at ramp has just been spotted and ended at short. It's CASA in a 1v5 save call.
Because that's all Furia wanted to do there. If they could have slowed Complexity down a little bit longer, Art would have been able to get in on the flank. And Furia had all 5 players on that A site early. That was a big part of denying that early aggression.
And Config, he's aggressive up middle. Art's been plucked out, but there's the no-scope through the smoke from Junior. Config gets replied on quickly. It's Vinny's walk-up short that gets caught by JKS. And his Complexity, they're up 4-3 as Dreamhack continues to run through. It's a smoke play that Junior is not ready for. And CASA and Yuri, They've got to try and hold on. This offensive coming through. Caserado's found one over to the B side, and Yuri's done well to find the bomb. He could get a second kill. That nade is going to go over the top of the stairs, and that's poison out of the round. And suddenly it is all on BlameF. A 1 versus 2. A fantastic start for Complexity, but it looks like a sour end at the moment. Bombs on the other side of the map for BlameF, and he's still going to find 2 players. Yuri's not looking the right way, though. Oh, he nearly gets back, but BlameF will find the kill, and suddenly a 1v1. Doable again here for BlameF.
Another smoke about to be picked up, or rather a flashbang into his hands, but he's not ready. Caserato catches BlameF off guard, and Furia turn round a 2 versus 4. Gave away the 1v1 fights, and now it's anyone's game here in round 11.
Well, it's the A play again from Complexity. Shot landed for Junior, but not enough damage for the kill, but that certainly will be enough damage. He follows up through the ticket box. JKS taking Art out. Now Yuri going up on the trash can boost. It's Config that's been thrown in the trash can. A good opening here for Furia. 4 versus 3. Bomb starting to get planted for Complexity. A difference, a key difference in comparison to their last execute.
Junior's got another kill, though, and JKS is trapped on the site. Not where you want to be in a 2-on-4.
Oh,
he might get this first.
Yuri's just giving him a chance, and JKS on the double kill. It's BlameF left alone once again, this time from Tetris. Bomb planted for him. Junior and Vinny starting to make their way back into the site, and BlameF is just waiting for it. Here's the sounds on the other side. Defuse being stuck by Vinny in the smoke. BlameF is going for the fight, and he's not going to be able to deny the plant, or the defuse, should I say. And a round from Furia is secured. And Art might just peek out again.
Decides to drop back. It's Yuri who takes the initial fight. BlameF there for the trade, and this A site does now look somewhat vulnerable. Oh, and Config's in enemy lines. He's got another kill.
Yeah, big kill from Config. Caserato makes sure he gets traded out quickly, though. 3v3 for Complexity, and they got the deagles. Well, Art has found the headshot. Now BlameF and Poison in a 2 versus 3. BlameF is aggressive with his AWP. He wants to get the pick onto Caserato, who comes around the corner. The flashbang couldn't have been better from Art. And the second kill in for Caserato on the MP9. It's 10 rounds for Furia. And a faster play up short against. Config has found a little bit of success doing this before. He was traded out initially but by Junior in the first couple of gun rounds. But Junior's elsewhere, and Config running up short. He's going to end up following up and finally getting rid of Junior. 3v3 right now for Complexity and BlameF. He's got through the smoke. This is that pressure looking you were talking about. He's in behind him, and Art goes down at window. This has put a spanner into the works for Fury. They've got to figure out how they're going to deal with that potential flight from BlameF while also focusing on this retake attempt when they're a man down.
Config is in this smoke too. Once this fades, he might get the edge, but Yuri's ready for him. JKS sprays from the site, but it's into the 1v1, and it's that man, BlameF, that you've got to find, but he's smoking the bomb early, and the molly could cause all sorts of issues.
Oh, but BlameF's got out before it, and that bomb is planted for the apartments. The position is lined up, but Caserato gets off it. He knows BlameF's in behind the van, but now BlameF knows exactly where Caserato is, and it doesn't matter. Caserato in with a headshot. BlameF will lose out the 1v1.
Forces BlameF to peek into him. Furia are doing everything right now. Junior even switched up his position in the previous round, but he's already out of this one.
Yeah, it's a fast contact play. Explosion onto the A side, but it's Art in the double kill. Yuri peeking out from default. Furia finding all of the kills, but it's a 2 versus 3 right now in Complexity. They're going to start walking forward. JKS notices a bit of a gap to play with. He's going to smoke off the top of connector. Caserato starts to come through CT. Oh, they're not looking at him. The play through CT's working out, but BlameF tries his best. It will not come through, and it's Furia who lead the way at the half. 12-3 is the setup Complexity currently have. Because of that mid-trap, it's just one player playing from short, but it looks like they're going to find Furia walking into that trap. It's BlameF, should I say. The trap walks into them. Config with the headshot. Yuri and Art both fall. Fantastic start here from Complexity on the CT pistol. They needed this good start. You said that, Hawker, and so far, so good.
B-site's still open though, Dinko. There's the chance that the bomb could sneak in for the plant. This fight is crucial though, and Junior has the P250 for range, but he's not landing the shots, and the rotate is arriving.
Yeah, the time taken in these duels has allowed that rotation to come in, and the bomb is still stuck in the apartments right now. With 25 seconds left, they're just drawing out the time. They're allowing the double pushing from all the apartments. Caserato didn't have his gun out, and Config easily takes him out. A clean pistol win for Complexity. He's the player in the strongest position, but BlameF is currently watching it. He can't move out of this spot and just yet. He needs a distraction from his teammates in the smoke. That could work as well. BlameF is under pressure, goes right through the smoke, finds Art. Poison on the AWP, getting the first kill, and BlameF, he's stepping up. Another round, looking good for BlameF, and they clean it up. That's a gun round from Furia, dispatched in seconds.
Pull that one card out of the bottom, Dinko, and just the whole house of cards can collapse.
They're looking for a bomb plant here for Furia. They want some extra money. They've got CASA up in Palace, but the rest of the squad going through ramp, at least attempting to go through the ramp. BlameF and Poison stopping them in their tracks, and finally Vinny will get something for his team, but for the most part it is very good here for Complexity. JKS and BlameF picking up easy frags, and
exchange of nades. Poison's able to get himself established on the angle, but it's the B site we need to look at. Caserato leading the charge onto B, clearing these angles. Rush is instantly traded, and it's up to Config on the site.
Yeah, good stuff from Rush to be able to pick up one in the MP9, but you really are looking to Config to step up on this attack. He's transitioned his position over to the bench, and he's managed 2 on the defense, and that is enough as Poison has arrived to the party. It leaves Vinny in this 1v3, and he's not comfortable going for the plant yet. He wants to get some more info. He wants to see if he can find a fight to put it into a better situation, but all this is going to do is allow extra time for Complexity to get into better spots, and they don't even need a better spot. Poison just sat back, watched for the crossover. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this setup is going to hold on. Rush has been blinded. He's forced into a transition. And Config, he's under pressure, but he's going to handle it well. It's Rush that's been able to help him out there. And BlameF getting 1 nade kill, but the pistols and the Galil, they're overwhelming the defense. Vinny and Art have come in with headshots, and that bomb can go down. That's number 1 done here for Fury. Bomb plant secure, but now they're looking for the round win. And it's doable. They've got M4s. They've got an M4, should I say. Galil's still here for Vinny. Fury hasn't been able to find an upgraded weapon, but still potent with the Tech 9 if his position comes out strong. And Complexity all coming through the same position. They can be funneled right into the rifles, and BlameF has gone down. JKS trying to limit some of the spots they could be playing from, trying to break up this fight, but it's not been working for them. And now Vinny jumps around the corner. The Brazilian Flare coming through in this round. It's the B-Rush that has got Fury at their 13th. And JKS looks to try and drop a rifle on the fallback, but he is not going to be able to do that. And 13 rounds for Furia. They only have a couple of smokes available to them on Furia, and they're just going to play contact because of that. And JKS, is he ready for it? No. The explosion out from Vinny, the headshot in, and now it's Config playing further back on that secondary AWP. His main AWPer, his primary AWPer out of play, and BlameF is dragging himself over to try and hold on to this A attack. Vinny's going to get the bomb down, or at least look to try and plant it. Config is moving forward, hasn't been given a chance, but finally the shot will come through, and it's Junior stepping up. 2 big kills for him, and it leaves BlameF in a 1v3.
And then they were just hoping that Complexity wouldn't be ready for the fast walkout onto A. I think from Complexity's perspective,
they have chances here in the gun round. Config this time playing short aggressively, looking for that pick on the edge of the smoke, but he's going to drop back, and just in time as well, because here comes the B play. Caserato jumped out. He's so good at just creating this pressure, but Rush and Config, they handle the pressure.
and now Vinny has to try and make a solo play out onto A. JKS should be well prepared for it though. Easy headshot in behind. Desperation play for Furia after losing the early fights. Art in connector, caught off guard by BlameF. Feels like BlameF has had Art's number throughout this game.
There is going to be a lot of pressure on him, and certainly so now. They're hunting him down. There's two players. He's not going to be able to save that off. He's locked out by JKS.
The fake's working out, but JKS is pushed in.
Yeah, Junior's got the bomb on the other side of this wall right now. JKS is going to go for the fight. If he goes around the corner, he could find the bomb and drop it, but he hasn't gone through. And instead, it's Art on the double kill. JKS knows there's players going over towards the A side of the map, but they've just got players everywhere right now for Furia. And Complexity, they're getting torn out. Poison and JKS have got to turn this around. And Poison spots the ramp player aware of the CT flank, and Poison's got that as well. What a play from Poison. All three shut down, and Complexity reach 12. Rush on the CT side can be fantastic in this position. He calls the info. The Caseratos jump through the window. Follow-up players going through as well. Rush trying to find his second victim, but he hasn't been able to pick it up. And he's overrun. Config as well. And BlameF, he's got over here. He's doing a good job of staying alive, and he's got another kill. BlameF has got the bomb. He's got the round in his hands right now as well. Furia have to try and snatch it back, and oh, Junior, he might just be the player to do it. 2 kills picked up. It's just JKS. Justin Savage looking to pull off the 1v2. He's coming through the apartments. 29 seconds left and no bomb down yet for Furia. They're still waiting for Justin Savage to make his play, to make his move here. JKS spotted, and Art will find the pick. It's 2 players out middle early for Furia, but they're running through the ramp smoke. Art has been able to find himself poison right through the fire and flames. It's an opening pick for Furia, but JKS is in underneath the wood. He has BlameF playing on the edge of the smoke. They spotted Art, and they've pulled that kill back.
As Config spotted this man, he hits the shot. It's actually BlameF who steals it away. A second kill through the smoke. Furia getting shut down.
Looking to pick up the information for his teammates that are remaining in the A side of the map with him. And now Junior walks up connector. Around the corner is BlameF, tucked in the cubby. Junior will start to make his play forward, and the barrel spotted for BlameF. The swing out, Junior down, and overtime locked in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going the distance and a little bit more. Hasn't quite budged away the only B defender though, so they're going to try and move forward and take the fake out from Vinny. He runs through the smoke, and now Casarado, he has a chance here in the 1v1 against Rush, and he's going to win it. Flash over the top from Art, and now that's a big opening. But there's been no smokes down into Config's face. Instead, they use a flashbang to get rid of his AWP, and that allows safe passage for the bomb plant. They throw the Molotov into Market. BlameF not too far off getting that kill on Casarado, but once again, it's an equilibrium into this. JKS is a little far away, so they do have to wait for him to get over and in for this B retake attempt. He's going through the T apartments, and Yuri's waiting for it. Yuri was waiting for it, but he's turned around. And now JKS might just have the jump on him. He wants to move quickly as this time is ticking. Casarado finding a double kill. Yuri catches out JKS, and what a round from Casarado. 4 kills picked up. Art has slipped through the short smokes, and BlameF is jiggle peeking for the bottom. Connector information, and Yuri catches poison. That could have been nasty. But it's BlameF that gets the 1-for-1 trade back, and they know there's going to be pressure on this B side. Config and Rush, they will be tested again. And Config, he's not going to hit his shot for death. Finally goes back and gets it. Vinny's been tied up. He's down on 3 HP, but it's only Config on this B side right now for the meantime. His teammates are close by. It'll be BlameF and Market. Furia slowing it down, taking a breath into this one. Utility trying to get out and force awkward situations for the Complexity players. And Config does have cover for the smoke for the time being, but it will start to fade away. And because of the time it's taking to get in here, that's going to follow the rotation. But Config with the headshot, the wall bang into the apartments. It's Junior down. JKS had gone on a walk back into the A site, and he's still over there right now.
Bomb's got to go down eventually, boys. You've got to go for it soon. Casarato was looking for this fight, but BlameF stays quiet, and here comes the peak. He's got the kill, and he's dropped the bomb.
Yeah, the bomb down is a big issue here for Casarado. He'll pick it up, taps, tries to pull them into the open, but now with his time ticking, the molly into the site, he goes right into it, and BlameF takes him down. Popcorn smoke in for Complexity, and a quick mid-take from them. Config has got so much ground already. He's fighting from connector, and just up into his right side is Junior on that AWP. Seems to be aware of the possibility, but playing with smokes is a dangerous game, and Junior playing on the edge is even more dangerous. The first kill for him, JKS trades it out. Now the secondary AWP of Art trying to step up for Furia. They're already a man up into the play, so the pressure is on for Complexity, and BlameF, he handles the pressure. He was born in the pressure. He's found himself a follow-up kill that puts it into the 3v3, but Complexity are being chunked down, and Yuri with the shots. It's Config, the only player with health in this one. BlameF is on 2 HP, and Config trying to work the angles. The bomb is planted for BlameF. He's got to go for it around the corner. His time is ticking. He's not really actually planning for him at all. It's too far to the left now. The cover's not good for him. He cannot get it. He cannot get tight, and that is going to be Furia up to round 18.
They're going to take back some control of the B apartments, and Casarato's aggression is allowing this rotate. Furia are going to start stacking this A site.
Yuri gets close to the smoke at ramp, and Vinny just pulled in the Sandra, but Config didn't see him. Put your glasses on, Config. 2 kills for Vinny. Art stepped up as well, and now it's just Poison and JKS alone. 2v4 for Complexity. Can they stay alive in their map pick? It's just JKS, and he's brought down as well. It's Furia that walk away with an overtime win on MIRAGE. Good heading into the second map. They would love to lock themselves in a match up against Vitality. And Complexity, they've got to survive elimination. And a mid play coming in for Complexity early on.
Early CT smoke deployed, but Rush is going to drop back to the bomb site. Meanwhile, the flank is coming through, but Furia are just going to focus on getting site control.
Well, JKS is further back, and we've seen him do nasty things from this position in the past, but Art has got a double. JKS hits the headshot. That is the bomb dropped at the back of the site. That'll buy some extra time for Rush to get closer alongside BlameF. Yuri and Vinny together. Bomb not planted yet. And with Vinny playing from CT, is the cover here for Yuri. And they are worrying about how long Furia are taking. They get a little bit paranoid about a potential flight through Banana. They're just biding their time, waiting for that plant to start to come through. And as it happens, Vinny peeks out and takes the Banana fight. It's now BlameF alone in the 1 versus 2 for the pistol round win. He starts to move forward into the site. Yuri just baiting the shot away. The crossfire so strong. He has to try and go right through it. It's not happening for BlameF. He's overrun, and Furia find the pistol as their 5th member will join them for the B attack. They had 3 players at the start here, Complexity, but now only 2, and this is not designed to deal with so many players coming into them, but BlameF runs through, the Deagle spams away, and it's just JKS now, and he's not able to get much more than just 1, but when I say that he's got 1 kill, it's still a 3v3.
Nade to the side, Junior down to 28 health.
They are going to start walking the way up close to the coffins as Vinny is in a good angle to deal with it, but Rush swings out fast. That offsets the crosshair, and he still even wins the fight. So now Junior and Yuri trying to pull off the round for Furia. They get all the kills, but Config now in a 1v1. He starts to run up, the deagle in his hands, the pressure building, and the time limited. It is Config that will drop. A good kill there for Yuri to close it out, but it's damn expensive for Furia.
Furia are starting to group up, but Complexity will rotate over in time.
Yeah, Config playing in from Graveyard. 3-man setup right now in defense for Complexity. It's Vinny with the first kill on a Config, but Rush getting the double, finally dealt with by Yuri. And it's a 2v3 for Furia. Yuri down on 11 HP. Art has come over to join him. He'll be playing from balcony, dropping down into the pit. It's a Graveyard pit setup right now for Furia. They're all coming in from short on the Complexity side of things, and Yuri is very low, so he has to peek out using the distraction of his teammate to bait away, and Yuri's come in with a double kill. He's looking to close it out. He looks for the 4K, but he cannot get it. JKS's headshot is just too lethal, and Complexity will find their first round.
They only have 1 smoke for the execute.
Poison boosted his teammate up, repositions into the back of the site. And here go Furia leading the way. The flash, the secondary flash comes in. It's completely blinded BlameF. There's no CT smoke down. Instead, it's a T-stair smoke to try and block off and isolate the fights. And they've got the kills. Poison tried to play on the edge of the smoke, but Art just takes him out. And now Complexity, you don't really have the money to go for this. You don't have the resources.
Really hard for Poison to have the sort of impact he would have wanted. They obviously use it to clear out BlameF on that boost position too. And this is the first shot from Poison, but they're able to isolate CT. Art turns it round. We'll see some of those A players likely use those nades early. Art's getting into the smoke though. They might not expect him to be so close by. Art quickly emerging round the corner, but he didn't expect there to be 3 CTs waiting for him.
Yeah, but that's information. That's information passed on to his teammates who can run out into A. They know there's a potential weakness on the A side of the map. And Config, he has to deliver from the middle of the bomb site. He's found one onto Vinny. Now Furia starting to run it forward. Yuri has found out Config. Poison drops as well to Caserato. And it's JKS and BlameF left alone. 2 versus 3. And that's that information play from Art that gets the information that allows the play for Furia to quicken up and hit that A site.
You know how hard those retakes can be on Inferno, so you want to deny that. And there's that early peek from Art, all the information. Config playing up on the site. This was the kill from Caserato.
Was because of the performance of BlameF in regulation. They don't really have anybody standing tall right now for Complexity. That's got to change.
Oh, it's Art who gets both those kills. Trades off his teammate, Caserato, who was committed early. These are just so quick from Furia. Such early kills in the rounds. They're getting the bomb onto B. They're getting the kills at mid. It is total domination in this round.
Yeah, clean, clinical, and Furia, again, just melt the defense. You can't even think about a possibility of that successful retake for Complexity just because of how quick it is.
It's kind of a similar story. Art is starting to walk up close. This molly will split some of the players, but Config goes ahead of it. And now Art has to be careful. The flash is good, but Config's there for the trade, and he could be there for more. Queserado's the only man remaining, and that's the bomb dropped.
Bomb dropped in a big round for Complexity starting to play out here. Vinny and Yuri have got to pull this one back, and they've just given up the bomb. Yuri sees the smoke, but he is committed to this. With limited time, you can't send that bomb back. And now Config will have to be the player from the back of the site who has a strong position to deal with this. And now they know it is the B play starting to come through, and it's Config at the back of the site, and he can handle these situations. He can handle himself well. He's got the first. Yuri trying to go for the fight, but there's no time for the plant, and Config has done it. Yuri just tries to stay alive. He gets the pick on Rush and the fallback, but Complexity,
he has to try and survive for a good bit of time here.
yeah, and because of his position, he has to just play on the sound cues. He doesn't get info other than the sound cues, and luckily lots of them come in for Furia. Molly will buy so much time to allow his teammates to come over, but JKS wants to buy more. He wanted to get a kill to set them up with a better chance, but he's unable to get anything. And it's down into the 4v4 retake attempt here for Complexity. You've got players pushing closer, but that bomb down. Furia have got themselves in a decent position, but Rush is ready for the aggression of Art. And he goes around the corner, and now Vinny is holding on for the play. And Config has come through. He's got backup as well. He's got his bully squad with him, and they're looking to bully Queserado. They've done it well. Junior now fighting back, standing up for his friend, but it doesn't matter. He gets slapped as well, and Complexity find 3. And we'll see if they can continue this. It's JKS looking to smoke down Banana and go through the smoke himself. He's run right past player. They've traded positions. Finally, Queserado looks at him, and the headshot is in. Opening kill for Furia is theirs, but right through the smoke. BlameF, he wants more, and he's got a double kill this time. A 3K nearly through the smoke, but he'll back away. Hard work is done for BlameF.
Fast response from Furia, though. They see a lot of presence on Banana. They try and come back to A. And once again, A-Long is open, but they're not ready for the angle of Poison. Nice find onto Junior. Vinny's trying to wrap round, but now that BlameF has spotted him, I think Complexity have the information they need.
Oh, and Yuri's going to go around the corner. Config has found him, and now it's just Vinny. He's got a headshot onto Config. Be an incredible round here for Vinny if he pulls this one off. He goes into CT. They know of his whereabouts, and BlameF positions well when it comes to the weapon area and utility. So Complexity, they need to win this round cleanly.
Half-full smoke for Queserado. He gets flashed through, but there are a couple of players ready for him. JKS remains at top Banana. He's going to go for it. 2 kills for JKS. Bomb dropped on Banana, and Furia don't even get to start this round before it's already over.
Yeah, fantastic round out of that for JKS. At Banana control. Complexity getting in their face, stopping the attack finally from Furia. They're not letting them just take these fights. They want to put up some fight themselves. And Yuri, he should have been dead there. Config is going to go down. Yuri gets a second, this time through the smoke. There's another flanking player though, and Yuri doesn't have his gun out. He tried to retreat, throwing a smoke onto the molly. They just built up so much money at the start of this half to put themselves in this position. And play down Bananas, JKS has been able to pick out Vinny. Nart is going to try and trade it out, but once again, JKS has been unleashed. The Savage is taking control of Banana, and he'll get away.
We know the Australians can be crazy sometimes, Dinko. We've seen it before with the Shoeys. Now we're seeing it with the aggression. Could it be too much aggression, though? Because Queserato has just struck back, and they've got a wide open B bomb site to work with.
Oh, Poison had the lineup to deny the plant, but didn't take the shot. And now the 3 versus 2 Complexity. They still have the man advantage into this retake. Some of the utility not being that effective, and Queserado was the player that drew this back for them. He looks to do some more in the round. He's not happy with the work he's done so far. He wants to get in through the smokes. You might just hear the pin pulled and the flashing. Poison steps coming right into his crosshair. Queserado hitting the headshot. Furia looking to try and take 10 rounds here at the half. Complexity run it back in. Yuri with the headshot. Furia pull it out of the hat. They're leading the way 10-5 going into the second half. Join us after the break.
He's having a good time as we get into the second half. Complexity, though, not going as slowly as Queserato was. They want to up the pace.
Yeah, they're going very quickly here, not crouching around at all. And it's going to be Vinny hitting the first headshot. Okay, JKS not looking the right way. And it's the boiler play from Junior that's delivered 2 kills. The bomb did roll to his feet, but has been recovered. by BliMF. No utility, it becomes very difficult to even think about winning this round at this point. They're going to try and walk into long, but Vinny's not missing. 2 in the pistol. BliMF looking the wrong way, and Vinny re-peeks out for his 3K. 11 rounds for Furia, a good start into the second half. They've got every extremity covered. And so dealing with this on just decals will be very difficult, especially when you're taking damage already. JKS has been tagged by the Scout of Junior. They look to put pressure. Long, good flash out from CASA, and a long spray, only getting 1 kill. So now they have a chance. Complexity starting to wrap the A site. Yuri will still be the pit player you've got to worry about. And Config tries to be shrewd, tries to play through the smoke, and the no-scope comes in. The bomb plant has been secured for Complexity. They'll be happy so far with the plant, but they want a couple more kills. And the only player left to do that is Rush, but he is overrun. And Furia, they will find the round win. Hasn't been a great round for Complexity over the last couple of events, right? They probably would have liked to have got the win over at FunSpark, or at least made it to the final. It didn't look so good for them, and now they're looking to try and crack open the mid brackets, and Poison is the man that'll do that. Furia drinking from the Poison Chalice. And Config, he goes down and replies. Still the 4v3 as Config and his merry men will stand with the advantage, but it's short-lived thanks to Art. And now the B side has an opening, it has a weakness, and Complexity are going to try and turn their attentions towards it. Quick rotation trying to come over here from Art. He's got there in time, but he's not going to use his utility. He tries to stop the bomb from crossing over, and he's done that well enough.
Molly could do a good bit of damage here. BliMF commits to the plant. No pulling of the trigger from Art. So BliMF gets away with half health, but Furia still have a good bit of utility for this retake. They should have the chance to smoke Banana. They could even molly BliMF out of position.
BliMF just peeking out, trying to get a fight before utility starts to come in for Furia. Hasn't been able to get that chance just yet, and nothing's come into his spot. He'll be able to stay down, but not for long as Junior takes his kill. And JKS tries to get the lineup, but Furia clean it up. No round win here for Complexity as Furia take 1 step closer to victory here on Inferno. And this time, they start to clear out the top mid position. Junior's here with the AWP. He'll look for the peek down into mid. And he hasn't missed by much there, but it's not going to be the kill. That will be, though. Yuri and Junior stepping up with 2 early picks for Furia. And now Complexity looking to up the acceleration into the A site. CASA's in a good position. He's also got Junior inside of the site if needed. And they're going to wrap him on the wrong side. He wasn't ready for that. And JKS, that's a big round from him. 3 kills out of nowhere. And now it's Art into the 1v2. Oh, Art trying to get forward with JKS is looking for the aggression at short. Art knows how to play his angles, but he's worried about Pit. He only has to focus on his left side. He spotted Poison. He's turned it into the 1v1, but JKS with a headshot of 4K secured, and Complexity, they needed the round, and it's JKS that delivers. And Complexity, they're having none of that utility battle. They're going to turn their attention straight away up into the mid play. They trade out efficiently. Yuri gets 1 kill, but that's all that they're able to find. And now Junior's under pressure on the A side. 2 kills for Junior. Can he find more? He's in the apartment still, has the cover. He's going to smoke out and just buy some time, allowing rotations from his last 2 remaining teammates to get over. And Junior has played this one very well. He's kept them at advantage in play.
Oh, Art almost had the chance to make it even better for them, but he puts the smoke down to try and close the distance. And now Poison has to AWP close range. Same could be said for Art, though, as he sneaks behind this smoke.
Yeah, Art is very comfortable in this situation, though, on BliMF. He's holding for the edge of that smoke. He knows who he's going up against, and Art is out of the round. But remember, Junior's still up in the apartments for this play, and CASA is going to start moving forward. It's just BliMF in his position known. He's dinked down to 8 HP, and it's CASA with the headshot. They get back in, they get onto the defuse, they hold it, and they will find themselves match point, and it's elimination point now for Complexity. And Junior has transitioned into the site with the AWP, and here comes the execute. Furia ready for this, but Config and Rush, they don't care. They're finding kills, and CASA gets cleared out as well. Complexity onto the A site. Even though Furia had strength in numbers, they're not strong enough to deal with a Juggernaut.
To try and chase sometimes. Sometimes those nades are going to be a bit too early, and you're just going to kind of give away the push. But instead, Complexity play it really well with the pace and with the nades. Poison wants to get ahead of that smoke. Now the molly comes in, and Poison thinks better of it. Oh, he doesn't, though. He goes back, and Vinny goes down early. Great work from Poison.
That is beautiful. He's got a bite. And now Junior looking to hold on for the mid pick, but it's Art down Banana that's drawn back the kill. Poison getting a taste of his own medicine. Art knows how to play aggression, and you steal his game plan, he'll take it right back off you.
Yeah, and Art's still sticking around while he's put that smoke down. He's going for a couple of pot shots through the smoke, but BlameF's just got him. That's the B player lost. Furia are going to stick with this A stack though.
Yeah, still running into the A side Complexity, and they're getting shut down. It's not worked out here for Complexity, and it's all on BlameF. It looks done. Complexity are eliminated from Dreamhack Masters, and Furia book themselves in a spot to play against Vitality. They have a matchup in front of them for a spot in the playoffs.